Hey there folks, it's David Rush.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Come on!
I have broken nearly 200 Guinness World Records titles, and almost a quarter of those have been during this last year from my home. So I'm gonna walk you around my house and show you some things where you might be able to practice for or break an official Guinness World Records title from home. And you know what? Some things might surprise you.
The pantry, and what do we have here but toilet paper, what you need during a pandemic, and of course, lemon juice.
Looks
A lot of lemon juice. All right, I gotta warn you here. Don't try the eating ones unless you really want some pain.
Go.
The fastest time to drink a liter of lemon juice through a straw, broke this last summer, gave me a stomach ache. How am I doing?
16.53.
Come on! And then I went back and did the lime juice one a few days later. Ooh, I'm on. This is worse than lemon juice.
We're going reversible fortune.
Oh, hey, eating records.
17.65.
Come on! Oh. So believe it or not, I practiced for the lemon juice record dozens of times, but not in the way you might think. I practiced primarily with water. I changed my technique for breathing, sucking, positioning my body, sitting, standing, to make sure I could get that half a liter water down as fast as possible. And I only practiced with lemon juice once. And that time I only practiced with 1 cup just to make sure I wasn't gonna gag on it while it went down. Because lemon juice, as you know, is a little bit bitter. You want some here? There's a little lemon juice for you. A little lemon juice for you. Is that a little sour? Just imagine drinking a liter of that. All right, what else do we have in the kitchen? Ah, yes, cling wrap. Plastic wrap for the fastest time to wrap a person in cling wrap. Record stands just under 2 minutes. And I suggest you do this with somebody you're close to. This is my wife. She was a saint when I wrapped her. You obviously have to get very close and personal because you have to wrap them head to toe, including the bottoms of the feet, individual in the arms and the hands. I have this video of wrapping my wife in cling wrap that does not capture the several times that I failed to break it. Come on! Of course, I recommend talking to your parents before you steal any of their supplies out of their drawers, or your spouse in case you're married like myself. And if you look around your house, you just might have the 16-ounce cups you need to practice bouncing ping pong balls with glasses. Get your table tennis balls, make sure they don't roll away on you. Grab them and bounce them into those cups. Start slow until you can consistently get them in the cups, and then go faster. 5 in 2.03 seconds. Go. Stop. Come on! Next up, fun for the full family. Fastest time to stack 10 rolls of toilet paper into a vertical column. Go!
We can build it however we want.
It's all of you. We did it! Next up, let's head to the bathroom where we might be able to find some shaving cream. This one was for the most ping pong balls caught in shaving foam in the head in 30 seconds. And I'll have to tell you what, it wasn't easy. You gotta use 1 can of shaving foam, put it on a swim cap on the head, and then throw ping pong balls on it from 2 meters away. Mr. Hannon and I tried this one more times than I'd care to admit. And it's not as easy as it looks. You know, the balls actually don't stick in the shaving foam like you might expect. When it hits in the side, a lot of the times it falls out. And then once you have several balls in the shaving foam, then they bounce out from there. We tried different types of shaving foam. The gel shaving foam, not a good idea. You know, it starts off at a gel and expands on your face when it's fuzzy, but when you get a ton of gel together, it just doesn't expand. It doesn't get foamy. So it's basically just a goopy, drippy, wet mess. I suggest doing this one on a hardwood floor or a hard floor that's easy to clean up because you're gonna spill a lot of shaving foam on the ground when it falls off. A ping pong ball gets some on it and falls off. Good luck. 7, 28, 29. Come on! Into the living room for some balloon juggling with the head. Gotta fill them with air, obviously, no helium allowed. There's one that kind of looks easy, but turns out to be surprisingly tricky. Because balloons don't go exactly where you want them to go, and if they collide, they go the wrong direction. Now, when keeping 2 balloons in the air with the head, you gotta hit them alternating. One balloon and then the other. And so you gotta make sure this one goes up and this one goes up about the same amount height so that they're alternating coming down. So if you hit this one up and then hit this one up too much higher, this one comes down and up, and this one will come down again before this one. What is it? 340. Come on! Come on. And so it's really easy. So I would start with 1 balloon, just consistently get that bouncing on your head, and then try to add the second balloon here. And done. One of the most important things you need to understand is that when you fail, when you first try it, that is not a judgment on you or your ability or your natural talent or your ability to succeed in the future. If you fail, what you do is you're finding out where you can learn and where you can improve. And frankly, almost every single time I try a new Guinness World Records title, or I'm trying it for the first time, I fail, and I fail badly. And then I fail again, and then I get a little bit better, and then I fail, and a little bit better, and I fail again. But what I don't do is I don't give up. I understand that I have a growth mindset, and with this growth mindset, you can literally get better at anything.
Oh. Wow. Come on! Wow!
We've all got either a closet or a bedroom with some clothes in it. Let's start with the fastest time to put on 10 t-shirts. So I've got my array of t-shirts here. I'm not gonna use the button-up ones. And I'll be like, okay, what t-shirts am I gonna have to put on fast? Cotton t-shirts don't work well. They're not as stretchy, they have more friction, they get stuck on the body, they're harder to pull down. Shirts, the athletic shirts that have got some elastic in it, that are a bit smoother, some polyester perhaps, slide down on top of the other shirts and don't get bound up nearly as much. So that's how I broke that record, using the right t-shirts and then getting them arranged on the floor properly. Where I've got the head hole and the 2 armholes open before I get started. I literally had blisters all the way down my arm. Had to let it heal up and then go after it and practice some more. Come on. Next up, let's head to the bonus room. Another great place to practice for breaking Guinness World Records. I just so happen to have a pull-up bar here. And on that pull-up bar, I can put my ankle holders on. Hang from my ankles and practice a little juggling. Okay, I recognize most of you won't have ankle holders to suspend yourselves upside down to juggle, but what most of you can do at home is learn how to juggle, and I'm gonna give you a quick juggling lesson right here. You can start with either juggling balls like I have, tennis balls work well, or wad up a sock, an orange, any of those work fine. And what you wanna do is start with 1 ball in one hand and toss it up about forehead level over to the other hand. Don't pass it back and forth between the hands, that makes it much harder. Left hand, back, up, over, and top to the original hand, and back and forth. And once you've got that down pretty consistently, get the second ball. And then what you do is when you throw that first ball, when it reaches the top of its pattern, that's when you throw the second ball with the same arc up and over to the other hand, like so. Now what a lot of you are going to do is you're going to throw this one up and then try to pass the bottom ball across. Don't do that. That's the shower juggling pattern, and actually is much harder than the basic 3-ball cascade pattern that many Guinness World Records titles require. Up, up. Once you've mastered that, start with the other hand. When that gets to the top, throw the other one to the top, like so. And then you'll add in the third ball, And when the first ball gets to the top, you throw the second ball. When the second ball gets to the top, you throw the third ball. When the third ball's at the top, it's just like when you threw the second ball, like so. So stand in front of, say, a bed or a couch like so, and it prevents you from walking forward. And then when you drop a ball, you don't have to just nearly fall down to reach just to pick it up. Pick it up off the couch, drop it, pick it up again. And what you've got to do is practice. Practice deliberately, and you can learn how to juggle or learn how to break any Guinness World Records title that requires some sort of skill. And it doesn't matter if you don't have the exact right equipment on hand, you can still practice. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna roll ball into the hoop.
For what?
The break a Guinness World Record.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Swish. Nice, nice. Woohoo! Swish, swish. Stop. Good job. High five.
Let's pick up the ball.
Let's do it again.